I promise I do this every week. Hello, hello, and hello. Welcome to the I Am That Woman Movement Conversation Series. I am Twyla Jenkins, the founder and CEO of the I Am That Woman Movement. So excited to be with you on this holiday weekend Friday. Blessed that we have come down through another month. It's the end of August, and this month has been absolutely amazing. On our prayer and meditation line every Monday through Friday, we have been affirming peace. And there is nothing like feeling peace in the midst of whatever life may be throwing your way, whatever experiences you could be going through. To know that you can affirm peace has been amazing. And I hope that you will consider joining our prayer and meditation line. I always promote it at the end of the show, so I decided to do it at the beginning of the show this week. Monday through Friday, you can join us 5:30 a.m. Central Time. It's just a conference call number. Absolutely nothing that you have to get up and prepare for. Just bring your peace of mind. Just bring that good energy, which is what we're going to be talking about today, and call in and join us Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, 5:30 a.m., and Wednesday and Friday, 6:30 a.m. Central Time. And I'll be sharing more information again at the end of the show. But I felt so much peace coming into today's show and so much excitement. I thought that I would share that. Why? Because there's so much that's going on in this crazy world. If you're one of those people, and I am not, that constantly watches the news, you probably need something to help you to have a peace of mind. So there's nothing like a community such as the I Am That Woman Movement holistic wellness line that convenes every morning to help us to stay and remain peaceful. So I hope you'll consider joining us. It's on all of our social media platforms if you want more information. Today, our show is about something I know is so extremely important, and that is energy. Where is your energy? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you exert your energy? Energy is something that's extremely important for your mental and emotional well being. And I have what seems like a brother that I've known for a long time. Although we just met, we had an amazing connection. Allan Buckingham, who is here today, joining us, the man who is going to be talking about what does energy mean? And how important is it for you to keep your energy at a certain level? And perhaps you're not resonating at that level of energy that you want to. How do you bring it up? How do you bring up? We talk about energy, we talk about vibration. How is all of that connected even to our spiritual well-being and spiritual wellness? So I'm excited. We're going to get right into today's show because Allan is joining us at the I Am That Woman retreat, October 2nd through the 6th. You guys, if you have not already registered, you need to. We have new discounted pricing, 15% off of our registration and higher. So you can, we'll be talking about that. You can go and register right now and also receive some really exciting incentives that we have for you as well. But before I go any further, I want to introduce you to the man of the hour today. Hello, my brother Allan,
Hey,
LB Thai Chai man. How are you?
hey, I am absolutely wonderful, Twyla. Thank you so much for having a brother. Appreciate it. Appreciate the energy. Love the smiles. Love the love. Love the happiness. Oh my goodness, I'm excited.
That's what this is all about, is love and happiness. Allan, tell our audience a little bit about yourself. Who are you?
Well, they call me the Tai Chi man, and Tai Chi, for those folks out there that it may be a little new to you, or you're not sure about it, means peaceful breath. It just simply means to breathe peacefully. And what we have learned to do is to incorporate our peaceful breath into everything, because we all know without the breath for about 10, 15 seconds, nothing would exist. It's that important. And, there's a lot of other things that are important too, the water we drink and so on and so forth. But the air, yes. So we teach Tai Chi with that premise in mind, okay? That Tai Chi, because of the breathing, the healing aspect, and there's two ways you can learn it. You can learn it from a martial arts standpoint, and you can learn it from a healing standpoint. And I teach it primarily for healing, and absolutely wonderful. So what happens is the martial art aspect of it, what makes it so intriguing, is it is the granddaddy of all martial arts. A lot of people don't know that because it moves so slow. And the reason for the slowness is accuracy. And so when you incorporate the power of 88 martial arts all in one into healing, oh my God, it's a game changer. It changes everything. It's a consciousness. It's how you look at it, it's how you believe. But that's essentially, in a nutshell, where we're coming from. So we're going to play Tai Chi on August 2nd here in the Virgin Islands on the rock. We're going to give everybody all that Tai Chi love and happiness. Get ready, folks.
I am so excited that we're going to be experiencing something new at the retreat this year. And so you are the Tai Chi man. So we're going to be right there on the ocean, on that beautiful white sand at the Westin Beach Resort and Spa at the Frenchman's Reef. Just imagine the sunrise. Just imagine the ocean. Just imagine the Caribbean blue water washing up on our feet and us releasing and letting go and letting God. And you guiding us through this beautiful experience of healing. And that's what this retreat is all about, is our mind, our body, and our soul being connected for our healing. And so this is going to be one of the first ceremonies that these women are going to be able to experience. And with that comes a level of energy that they will feel from the Mother Earth and from the water. So let's talk about energy, which is what our show is all about today. How would you explain what energy is? What is energy, Allan?
From a Tai Chi standpoint, and from any standpoint, as a matter of fact, um, the energy is in everything, but at this particular moment, it's in the happiness, guys. And let me tell you why we're so into that. And I was talking to you, Twyla, the I am I am that woman retreat, okay? The words that stood out to me in that, the first on the header, mind, body, and spirit. Okay, guys, number one, okay, this is a manifestation thing. Energy is associated with everything we do. Happiness is associated with everything. Guess what, guys? We all want to be happy. That's all we're looking for. Everybody's searching for happiness. And of course, love encompasses the whole thing. But if you start out with mind, body, and spirit, and we put it in 5 different levels, okay? The first level, mind. The reason that you use the mind is because you're checking to see if there's any resistance about maybe there's something you want to manifest in your life, which is all the time, okay? Everything is a form of manifestation. And so you check with your mind by simply saying to yourself, mind, are you cool with this new car I want to purchase or whatever you want to manifest, okay? Body, you check with your body. You literally check with it. Hey, body, are you good with that? If there's no resistance, you move to the spirit. You ask your spirit. Once that's determined, bam, you're ready to move to the next level. And now the next level, in terms of manifestation, is the wish. What do I want? What do I want to send out to God? What I want to send out to the universe that I really, 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 really want. Well, now that you've created this energy that has no resistance, okay, that energy flows to the universe very easily, right? But we need to keep going with it, okay? Because you put the wish out, yeah, I want the car, but we need to connect something else to it. And by the way, guys, the stuff we're talking about is what the secret, okay, didn't talk about. Don't get me wrong, Rhonda Byrne created a beautiful book, helped a lot of people, but there were some things that were missing, and these are the 5 elements I'm giving you that were missing. Okay, so you make your wish, right? You put it out to God, you put it out to you. Then there's a third aspect. You got to keep connecting the energy. Now follow me, okay? Next, what you do is you create a movie in your mind, right? And you want that movie
See
to
it.
detail about what you want. You use your 5 senses. And actually, what you're doing is you can feel that car. You can touch it. You can taste it. You can hear it. I mean, you use all of your 5 senses. You follow me now? So now you built the energy up again, and you've connected it to the wish, which is connected to something where there's no resistance. That's level 3 now. Level 4. I love level 4. Level 4 is where this is all in our mind now. You're saying and seeing and feeling your family member or a friend or whoever congratulate you on what you just manifested. In other words, you're saying it like it's already happened. You're claiming it like it's already happened. Now follow these energy levels because they each just keep connecting. And by the way, guys, we do this anyway. We just don't do it consciously. As soon as you wake up in the morning and you put your makeup on, you do your hair, you do whatever, put the clothes on you want to wear, you are doing exactly the same thing, but it's not consciously because we do it so often. Okay? Now, what's so powerful about connect with the congratulations from a friend or a family that you're visualizing in your mind, you want to hold that energy for 16 seconds. You think about it, you hold it, and now what that energy does, it connects to those other 3 levels. It connects to the movie in your mind. It connects to the wish, and then you have no resistance. Now, number 5, okay? Number 5 is my absolutely favorite. It's being grateful, being thankful, believing in what you are getting. And I'm going to tell you something, guys. We do this all the time anyway. If you do this consciously, I don't care what it is, but you got to stay happy and you got to believe. You can't deviate because, God or the universe is very specific. Once you put it out there, if you change it, guess what's going to happen? It's going to change. So you have to stay with that same energy. So that's the energy that we're going to bring to the table on October 2nd. That's the energy that we're bringing right now. That's the energy that you all partake in. I just love talking about energy. You have to excuse me. That's my Dalai Lama laugh. Get excited like this. Anyway, why look, I mean, because I'll keep going.
And
Keep
that's
going.
what
Ain't no
keeps
bottom
us
to it.
excited. Yes, that's right. And so those 5 steps is really the key to keeping love and happiness in our energy and a flow of consistency. Because and there are things, because life be
It's,
lifing, as the
it's
kids
true.
say, right, that might come in and kind of knock you off, right, but you just get right back in that flow, and you remember those 5 steps
That's
and
it.
allow the energy to come right back and put you right back into alignment.
It puts you right back into alignment every single precious moment. We ain't even doing time here. It's not about the past or the future. It's about right now in this moment. That's what this energy is about. And that's the other aspect of it too. I'm just wanted to add that, Twyla, to the mix.
Absolutely. I know my internet has been going out, in and out. And so I hope you all caught that, because for a minute we disconnected on my end. I'm not sure on your end. But as we're talking about energy and as we're talking about those 5 steps, one thing that I have noticed in my own life recently, and I believe it's from the consistent practice of prayer and meditation, is
Absolutely.
waking up with like this giddiness, like with this almost laughter, like coming out of my sleep with like this joy, right? And before I can even think about, like, whatever may be on my mind about the day, it's this automatic joy of all is well, right? And that
Yes.
energy that you exert first thing in the morning is gratitude, as you say. And so,
Love it.
what is it that helps us to stay in the flow? What is your recommendation of when life is lifing? How do you stay in the flow of that love and happiness?
Oh man, that is a great question. From a Tai Chi standpoint, I was actually having a conversation with somebody I truly love a few days ago, right? And we were talking about um, outside the earth, what happens. And if you want to substantiate things, just look straight up. 62 miles straight up, and you're in outer space. And then the vastness from there is unlimited. The sun, I'll give you an example. The sun is 8 light years away. It takes 15,000, I believe, years to go 1 light year. Okay. The light from the sun reaches us in 8 minutes. Think about that. And if the sun flickers, if it changes one way or the other, either it'll be too cold or too hot. That that infinity concept, that aspect alone reminds us, and the sun is a small part of the whole thing. It's a small part of it. And guess what encompasses the whole thing? Love and happiness. We are all one. We are all connected. Yes, there's a duality, but that duality becomes one. As a matter of fact, in Tai Chi, you might see a little symbol with a ball that's got a black and white inside of it and then a little dot that's black and white. And that's the connection of the oneness. So all of that energy plays into it. And that's what I think about. I just look straight up, 62 miles, and say, oh my God, okay, I'm right back where I need to be. Try it. Hey, look here. We have just we actually what I'm doing right now. This is content for the blueprint. that, you know, people will be able to look at also on a consistent basis. You can look at it with our phones. You can look at it anytime you want to. See how fast we did that? 5 steps, real simple, okay? You can look at those steps, and we'll have more about that to come. But that's how, to answer your question, Twyla, that's how I do it. And everybody will have their little way they like to remind themselves, but it's all kind of similar. It really is. Ain't no bottom to this stuff. It just keeps going. It's all about the love and the happiness, guys.
All about the love and the happiness. And that is what we are sharing truly in the I Am That Woman movement. Information, resources, events to help women, especially Black women in leadership, to just be more holistic about their lifestyle. About, you know, we're out here raising the roof on changing the world, but we have to make sure that we are taking care of ourselves. And I love learning. I mean, I do this work because I want to share what I learned with others. I love not just doing it for me, but allowing other women to be a part of this. And that's why it's more than a retreat, it's a movement. And learning Tai Chi and learning, like you said, healing practices. There's a lot we need to heal from. There's a lot that we have, Black women have gone through and continue to go through. And I believe learning new practices can help us to live better. And so I think Tai Chi is one of those things that we can learn something from to root ourselves and ground ourselves in happiness and in love. The first place that love has to come from is within, right? Is within ourselves, right? So how does Tai Chi connect self-love, and how does it teach self-love for us to heal from some of those cultural dramas and traumas that we have experienced?
You know, that is, you're asking such great questions. Tai Chi is an internal art form, guys, if you will. You have your external art forms. I mean, you know, lifting weights, running, walking, all of those kind of things, that deals with the outside of the body. Okay. Tai Chi deals with the inside of the body, which we have a tendency to kind of forget, right? And that's the determining factor. Once you go inside, okay, body, mind, and spirit, if you will, and you focus on that, right, along with the external, and it's so easy to do. People do it with meditation, people pray, people do it with affirmations. I could keep going on and on and on, but that's how that energy is dealt with. That's my thing on it. Loving oneself, we have a saying, I mean, I'm talking about with a ferociousness. You must love yourself. You can't love nobody else. You can't help nobody. At least that's what I've learned. Okay.
I believe it.
You know, people do different kinds of things, but for me, okay, I have to love Al B first. And then I can love and I can help you. I can still love you, but I can help you even more. Okay. If I have helped myself with self-love. I hope that makes sense.
That absolutely makes sense. And I think for Black women, we struggle with that a little bit. I think we struggle with self-love because let's not even start talking about image. Let's not start talking about some of the things that we've had to struggle with. I mean, we had to pass legislation not to be discriminated against because of our hairstyle, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's like for real, right? Like when laws have to be passed for it to be okay on how you wear your hair, there's some issues that this country has with our image, right? And so
Yeah.
this country has not taught us self-love, right? This a lot of times we've been taught that we have to look externally at something else outside of who we are naturally in order to be loved and accepted, right? And so that's why the movement and the retreat exists, because I want to break down those walls and those barriers that have
Wow.
prevented us from being
Wow.
who we divinely are. That's why
Yes.
it's so important for us to create these atmospheres and these safe places for us to build our community of love. and to be okay with being happy and being a strong Black woman and who we are, right? Because we haven't always been taught to look in the mirror and say, and be okay with saying, I love you. And if the mirror isn't the mirror, how do we look at another sister and say that I love you, right?
Wow, Twyla, that is so important. I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but you mentioned a mirror. Mirror work, that's another way to do it. Just look in the mirror and say, I love you. I love that smile. I love that happiness. I love that you having the most amazing day ever. And it's going to continue like that forever. And you can just keep going with it. You can add your affirmations to it. You can add your prayers to it. But the mirror work, oh my God, it's powerful. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt.
And the mirror is what creates the energy, right? So
This
when
would
you look
create
in
the
that
energy.
mirror and you are smiling, and something that one of my life coaches taught me, and that is when I'm rubbing my lotion on in the morning time and I'm looking in the mirror and I'm telling this beautiful Black woman how much I love her, how strong she is, what amazing day that is
Mm,
before her. I mean, it's so powerful. You can't help but to resonate some positive energy that puts you on a life force that says, I am a divine being that is beautiful in the right of who God created me to be, right? And
I
so
love
when
it.
you are working on that internal, then that external. So then when you walk in your office, when you walk in that meeting, when you are with your colleagues, when you ain't nobody take you off your place because you have affirmed who you are. Sometimes we think we need other people to affirm who we are. Mm-mm. Set the tone for yourself and affirm who you are. And that's why I'm excited. I've done Tai Chi one time in my life, and it was
Okay,
on the beach in Mexico, and it was amazing.
nice
And
place.
thank you, Dr. Portia Lockett, for bringing Al B Tai Chi
I
Man to us to be able to witness and
love it.
experience something new that we can start, incorporating into our lifestyle. We have a wonderful question from Crystal. She said, do you work on the internal or external first, or both at the same time? Great question. What do you
Great.
say, Al?
I would say that it's a combination of both, to be honest with you, because when we start out, we tell a little story, a little history. Okay, that does really give you the external, but we keep flip-flopping back and forth to the internal. Okay, because you really, what it's come down to, at least my belief system, you can't do one without the other. So you get both. And since we've incorporated this intense happiness into it, the intense love, that makes it even more intrinsic, excuse me. It makes it even more exciting. So to answer your question, it's a little bit of both. And we just keep building on it and building on it. So what happens is, oh my God, what happens is you start out with movement, right? And the movement eventually in Tai Chi turns to spirit, right? And then what happens after that, the spirit turns into emptiness. And then you disappear. I love telling people that. We do it all the time. You disappear. Okay. It's that cool. Is that pure happiness that takes us wherever we want to go. Now, if you don't want to disappear, you don't have to. Okay. You can do whatever you want to do. That's the beauty of it. I'm sorry.
And,
I
I,
had to, I had
and,
to, go ahead.
and that's okay. And let me see if I get that disappearance right, because I feel like we operate on such this mediocre playing field when we don't work on ourselves internally and externally, when we don't tap into our divine energy. And I feel like that disappearance is just elevating yourself to
That's
that
it.
spiritual realm of who you
Perfect.
really are, right?
Perfect.
And that's
Yeah.
why you can be in the world but not of the world. right? That's why it goes
Exactly.
back to the word of who we are as spiritual beings, right?
Yeah.
So we're
Yeah.
in these fleshly bodies, we can touch, we can feel, we can see, we have our five senses. But when you start operating from a level of a spiritual, which I believe even on a religious sense, the indwelling of the Holy Spirit, right? That's what disappears. What disappears is the flesh. I no longer have to operate
Wow.
in the
Nice.
consciousness of this world. I can operate in the spiritual realm of who God is. That's why
Yes.
you can talk about me, and that's why you can try and tear me down. But when I'm on my spiritual plane of who I am, whatever you say, it doesn't really impact me, and it really doesn't matter because my flesh has disappeared. I'm operating in my divine being. Did I get that right?
Wow. That you hit the nail right on the head, Twyla. Let me tell you, that is so cool. Thank you for sharing it that way. That's wonderful. Very
I just
wonderful.
feel like that's why we have to have practices. I think sometimes, Alan, and correct me if I'm wrong. Again, this is just my belief system. I think sometimes we think this happens overnight, that we're just supposed to change. But I feel like it is the continual practice of working on the internal and the external.
It's true.
The evidence of you working on your internal is by what people see and how you react externally. When those things that used to bother you don't bother you anymore, that's when you know that the work that you have been doing and practicing. So the more that you learn Tai Chi, the more that you practice Tai Chi, the happier you become, the more love
Thank
you are
you.
connected to, and your energy changes who you are.
It's true. And everybody feels it. I mean, everybody on Mother Earth and entities outside of Mother Earth. I don't want to get too cryptic, but but yeah, that's beautiful. Very well said. Very well.
Whew, I'm filled up. Every time I talk to you, I am like, we talked earlier for probably, I don't know, an hour or so, playing this
It was
call.
a minute.
Shy, Crystal, everybody else listening in, I hope you have, thank you so much for coming and sharing your light. You have this big bright light coming in on you.
I'm sorry. That I don't know where that's coming from.
You look like pure happiness. You look like pure joy. You look like you are exuding that divine.
I'm feeding off your energy, Twyla, and the energy in that room, and the energy on Mother Earth, and it's just, it just keeps going. It just keeps going. Uh-oh. I think I may have lost the feed. Yeah, Twyla, I think we may have lost the feed, but that's okay. We left off on the good part, so it's cool.
Are you in
Oh,
St. Thomas now?
there you are. Okay, I'm sorry. There you are. We lost it for about a minute there. Okay, but I'm sorry.
We
What did you say
did.
there? What did you
Are
say?
you in St. Thomas now?
Matter of fact, that's what that light is behind me. Yes, that's what that is. That sunshine, it's like it's speaking to us, right? And yes, I am. We, hanging out and just, again, enjoying the energy and enjoying the love and now what you guys bring to the table, everybody again in this room, everybody that, just partaking in the oneness, if you will. Yes, in the VI,
Awesome.
the Rockies, they call it. And looking forward to seeing a bunch of folks on October 2nd. Y'all got to come and check this out. If you've not
Listen,
been here, yes, it is. There's so many things connected to it. Our Afrocentricity, because this is where the slave ship stopped. One of the first places they stopped was here and over in Puerto Rico. So you get that, you can feel that energy. You have to come. It's this, guys. Let me tell you, is this is truly a, a great place to do what you guys are getting ready to do with your women's retreat. It's beautiful. It is.
I agree 100%. I think it is the absolute best place that we could be going for our fifth annual I Am That Woman retreat. I believe that there is no other place that we should go or could go to celebrate this anniversary. I love the culture, the food, the atmosphere, the resort.
Yes.
Everything is going to be amazing. You, all the beautiful Black people, I just cannot wait to be there again. I cannot wait. You all better start registering. It's not too late. Absolutely amazing experience. We're going to do some Tai Chi. Ooh, I cannot wait. All right. In closing, my brother, what would you? What's the advice that you would give for our women and why they should join you in St. Thomas in October?
Well, the main reason is because we need your energy. We need the feminine energy. And Twyla, I think I may have said it to you earlier. I have a picture I'm looking at right now of my mom on the wall, right? Her picture on the wall. I talk to her every day. I pray. And it's my mama, it's my sister, my daughter, my aunties, the feminine energy. Without you, there would be no us. So you got to be here. If you can, if it's in your spirit. I always address everything that way. It has to be in the spirit. But look here, that energy is what's right now with what's going on in the world. It changes everything. It's a game changer. It really is, guys, because we're focusing on all 4+ billion women on planet Earth and their families. So that includes the guys. So that's 8 million people, 8 billion people, excuse me. Think about that. That's where we're at. Denzel Washington said, think big. Well, that's the way we think big. Lots of love and happiness. You have to forgive me. I lost my voice a little bit. But anyway, I think you guys get the yeah.
Absolutely. I feel your energy. I feel your love. I feel that island culture, and I cannot wait to experience it, embrace you, learn from you, grow with you. I cannot wait. I know this is only the beginning of what we have to
So,
come. Thank you so much for sharing your energy with us, for sharing your knowledge with us. I think we're going to have to do a 5-step guide and give those 5 points away. We just did a 6 days of holistic wellness. I'm gonna have to get with you and create this 5-step guide. And I think
I
we
would
should
love it.
give this gift to all of our sisters and brothers, because what you poured in us today is so important for our next. And so we're gonna do that.
All righty. I love it. I'm all in. I'm in with no resistance, baby. Body, mind, and spirit. I love it. Yes.
You,
Thank you
Alan.
so
I
much.
appreciate you. Have a blessed weekend.
You too, Twyla, and everyone else that's involved right now. And all I can say is I love you and lots of love and happiness always. Ha 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 ha. Take
I
care.
love that laugh. I love that energy. Thank you, my brother. Take care. Wow, what an amazing episode today with Alan, the LB Tai Chi man. We're going to be right there with him on the beach. Sisters, I'm telling you, you need to go and you need to register. Go to IamThatWomanMovement.org. Register for this amazing retreat. You do not want to miss these 5 days, 4 nights in St. Thomas. Not only St. Thomas, we're also going to St. John for the day. So you get 2 islands. You cannot beat that for the price. For those local sisters, yes, we do have a special for you as well. This print is a little small, but I promise you that we have a special for you as well. Let me see if I can make it bigger. So for full registration and hotel, double occupancy is 2520, single occupancy 3170. If you only want to come Thursday and Saturday sessions, that's only $750. And if you want to do all 4 days but don't stay at the resort, that's only $1870. And if you register over the weekend, we have tickets. You can be entered into our contest to win tickets to go and see an amazing artist, Gregory Porter, as well as an opportunity to have dinner prepared by Chef Al Jean Garner, and who was Master Chef on season 10. And he's doing a wine pairing. And so you can also enter to win there. So there's so many reasons why, yes, that laugh is contagious, Shy. I agree 100%. So many reasons why you should go and register over this weekend. Go to IamThatWomanMovement.org and register for the retreat. Spread the word about this retreat. Bring a sister. And if you are in the USVI, you will hear me on the radio soon. And I want to say thank you to the Department of Tourism, Deputy Commissioner, Assistant Commissioner Alani Henneman. Thank you so much for supporting this. Commissioner, thank you so much for supporting this. Governor Albert, thank you so much. Brian, thank you so much for supporting this. I appreciate absolutely all of you, Commissioner Joseph and Assistant Commissioner Roseanne. I appreciate all of you definitely for supporting the I Am That Woman movement and retreat coming to the USVI. All right, I'm leaving you. Have a very blessed weekend. I'm going to leave you with one more time to see what is going to be happening in the USVI. Watch this video. Go ahead and go and register. Don't wait until it's too late.